Hello, good evening, everybody. What's up? In my previous video, I declared that I'm free of my formal debt officially, and these days I'm thinking about myself, about my own nature, and I am trying to characterize myself, what type of man I am. Maybe in an effort to understand myself, maybe better. So I'm trying to categorize myself. And looking back my 55 years of life, the course I've been through up to now, I'm trying to find out something common during the course of my life. And then, like, I have some very weird feeling about myself. And then what I'm thinking right now, very what I'm thinking about myself, very simple sentence. Maybe I'm quite ingenious, but stupid. Maybe that's the word I can think of for myself. Because considering carefully what choice I've had in many cases, some very important like decision, some important choice for my life in a quite important, crucial crossroad of my life. I think I'm kind of very ingenious, something very unique. A lot of choice I have made during the course of my life. I mean, a lot of choice I made was in the eye of other, ordinary people. My choice seems pretty unique and sometimes like weird, strange, not very normal. And in that respect, but sometimes, at that time I didn't notice, but later, once everything evolved in certain direction, whether no matter whether it is proved to be a good or bad. Anyway, a lot of choice I've made during the course of my life up to now, not very normal in a way. And then, like, but somehow creative, quite creative. That is my conclusion. And I don't mean I'm smart. It's something different. Like, it is something different things from being smart or clever. Something quite unique and something not so much simple and easier way of thinking. So it is little bit different nuance from being smart. but unique and sometimes creative. So I put the word as ingenious. But the problem is stupid at the same time. I mean, many of my choice during the course of, very crucial crossroad of my life choice, I made a lot of pretty unique and creative, not very easy and normal way of choice, but something different from other normal and ordinary choice. And then I can say, pretty ingenious. But the problem is, I was stupid as well in the execution of the choice I made. I acted pretty stupid way, or I pursued something stupid things. Maybe there was a quite big reason that although I made quite something ingenious choice, but during the in the course of execution, I acted pretty stupid way. Maybe that was the major factor I have failed a lot. Maybe if I was wise enough or like smart enough to execute my original choice, maybe the outcome of a lot of things I was chasing after could be quite different after all in the outcome. But I thought ingenious way and took some ingenious measure against some things, but like during the execution of the plan, I was kind of stupid in the way of behavior or in actions. I think that was the major part I created a lot of trouble for my own life. That is my overall evaluation about myself. And like for example, like the way of paying out all my previous debt incurred from my previous operation, business operation in different scene, which is completely different from the job now. I did like originally I did international things like international trading, manufacturing, exporting, importing, all this kind of stuff, right? And then the mass production of the things with the factory, my own factory, and then like associate factory. I mean, all this kind of stuff, right? And then I mean, the way I choose this business, and then the way of doing, the way of executing my current business, also kind of somehow, let's say, ingenious way. I mean, I'm the really first person who operate this cafe restaurant business in this style. I mean, not providing any kind of food, any kind of, I don't serve any kind of food and like drink, you know, and basically I shut down all the possibility, all the opportunity to make money out of this cafe and restaurant business. I just focus on this kind of, cleaning garbage things after the use of my customer here, right? Have you ever seen any other cafe and restaurant owner doing this way business? You don't serve any kind of meal, drink, but you don't sell anything in your cafe, right? But you only serve customer with taking care of all the garbage left after their party, right? And then you shut down all the opportunity to make more money, right? And definitely I have facility space and all the machines, but I don't use that things to make money out of that facilities, right? And now what I'm saying is, in a way, this way of business was quite not normal, not very common, right? And then I'm basically the first and the last one to operate your own business this way. I don't think any other else, anyone else can do after me, my style. And but I think this is the way I still survive in this tough business environment, especially these days, right? Because my way of operation of my business, this type of business, is really rare and really, you know, not easy at all. Not easy at all. But I took this way as my like strengths. But at the same time, it's kind of a stupid way to make good money or big money, because basically you waste your own chance to bring more money in your bank account, right? And that's why I'm saying I'm kind of ingenious sometimes, but at the same time stupid. That is, in a way, some weird way of categorizing yourself, but that is quite honest feeling about my own character.